Taking a look at some of those things that I want you to keep in mind and the kind of common mistakes that may occur, it's going to look a lot like what we saw in the tables of ellipses exercise, where first we're focusing on achieving a confident, smooth execution of our mark, and secondly, we're worrying about accuracy. So a common issue that students run into is that because these planes can be quite awkwardly shaped, like this one down here, they have a tendency to shut off the part of their brain that worries about that first priority, confidence, and focus entirely on accuracy. And in doing that, they end up making slower, more hesitant marks that get a little bit more uneven. And so there's wobbling here. And the shape itself is not actually an ellipse. It's quite a bit narrower on this end than it is up here. It's more of an awkward egg. So that's not what we're after. Your first priority is to make sure that you are drawing a smooth, confident ellipse. Doesn't matter, really, if it's touching all those edges unless your ellipse is first confident. Meaning that if you end up in a situation where you're focusing on drawing confidently and it goes outside of the ellipse, outside of the plane, this obviously isn't perfect, and it's not really what we're after, but it is much better than ending up with a wobbly, misshapen egg. Once you've got that confident execution under control, then you start worrying about, okay, my next priority is I want to make sure that it's touching all of the edges. So you're going to engage your whole arm to achieve that, and you are going to use the ghosting method. You don't necessarily have to align your ellipse so that it's going straight down the major axes of this ellipse. Of this plane. What you have to do is sometimes you'll be more comfortable fitting a nice, smooth, even ellipse at an angle. So if we look at this plane here, this isn't too bad. I'm touching this edge pretty nicely, falling a bit short in these two areas. And here there's a little bit of an overlap, or it's falling outside, but it's not a bad attempt. And the more that you practice these, the more these gaps will reduce, the overlaps will reduce, and you'll have them fitting in snugly. So let's try that again. First priority is always going to be a confident execution. To keep that nice, smooth elliptical shape, draw through your ellipses 2 full times. I don't want to see you, just trying to go around once and calling it done, and make sure that you're drawing from the shoulder. And of course, find a comfortable angle of approach. Once again, not bad. Here's pretty good. It got a little bit separated with drawing through the ellipse, but it's not terrible. Not terrible. This one could be better. And so this is how I want you to think about moving through this exercise. Confidence first. And then accuracy second. And of course, accuracy is just about touching these edges. I don't want you to worry about perspective or anything more advanced like that, which we will get into eventually. And you will be able to adapt this exercise to be even more valuable and meaningful down the road. But right now, all we are worrying about is just touching those 4 edges, making sure the shapes are even, smooth ellipses. That's it. No need to make it more complicated than that.